Hey, blazertales. I have got such another good one for you today. Oh my goodness, I love this book. This is called Saving Bay Haven. It just came out last week. You have got to go get a copy. If you're a librarian, get several copies. If you're a teacher, get a copy. If you're a kid, get a copy. Everybody get a copy because this book is so incredible. It is a chapter book. It's not super thick, so it's not. It's got about 100, just a little, like about 100 pages. And it's incredible. This book, I love this. This is about a kid named Daniel McRae. He is 12 years old, and he lives in Philadelphia. And he is going to visit his dad in a coastal town called Bay Haven. Now, he hasn't seen his dad in several years. So when he gets to the airport and his dad's picking him up, he's expecting his dad to, like, I guess not gush over him or everything, but just be so excited to see him. And as he gets there and his dad's like, okay, get your bags. We got to go. Let's go. And he's like, okay. And they go and get in the truck and they're trying to hurry. And Daniel notices that they're like the only car going to the coast, to the ocean. Everybody else is going the other way. And he's like, what's going on? There's a hurricane coming. So that's why his dad was in such a rush. So they got back to the high tide cabins, which is what his dad owns. He owns these cute little precious cabins. They're all different colors. And he has a worker named Kelly. Kelly is trying to batten down the hatches and get the wood over the windows. And Daniel's like, I'll help. So he jumps in to help. Well, he literally runs over Kelly's daughter named Sky and doesn't make a very good impression. And so they start off kind of rocky. They're not really the best of friends when they first start off. So Daniel, after the hurricane, everything's fine. After the hurricane's over, Daniel wants his dad to teach him how to fish. Well, something's going on with his dad, and he doesn't quite know what it is. His dad's extremely preoccupied. So he watches the men with their nets, and they cast the nets out like to get bait fish. And he sees they have this certain way of throwing this like round net out. And he wants to learn, but his dad doesn't have time. So he finds one like in an old shed. Well, he goes down to the beach, kind of like a private beach, and not many people there. And he's trying to practice. And he's kind of embarrassed because he doesn't want anybody to see him. So he sees these signs on the beach that says private, do not enter, no trespassing, no, do not go beyond this point. Well, Daniel goes beyond the point, and he does. And he goes on this private beach. And when he gets out there, he sees this one big old house up on this cliff looking over the ocean. And it looks old from where he is. It looks like old and crumbly and creepy. And he thinks nobody could ever live in this house. So he's okay because whoever's up there could definitely see him trespassing. But he thinks nobody's there. So he practices throwing the net and not very good at it all. And as he's leaving, he sees some trash. And he notices that there's all this trash on the beach. And so he kind of makes it his mission to clean up the beach. So every day he goes down to the beach. Some trash he puts in a garbage can to get rid of because it's nasty trash. But some trash he thinks can be reused or used for some kind of purpose. And he doesn't want to get rid of it, so he saves it. Well, a few days later, Miss Godwin. Well, first, before Miss Godwin comes in the picture, Daniel asks Sky, who lives in that big old house up on the hill? And she's like, it's the cat witch. And he's like, wait, excuse me, what? And she's like, yeah, it's a witch that lives there. And she has all these cats. We call her the cat witch. So when the cat witch sends a note to Daniel and says, please come see me, and you bring all that trash that you took from my beach. Oh, he is not excited about this. Come to find out, her name is Miss Godwin. And Miss Godwin lives in the house. And it's not a rundown house. It's a beautiful house once he gets to see it. And she finds out that he collected this trash. She shows him a room where her husband, who has passed away, used to work and make all these wonderful creations. And she was like, maybe you'd like to create some stuff. And he's like, I don't do art. And she's like, you never know till you try. And sure enough, he loves it. Well, As Daniel starts going into town and doing things, he hears a rumor that this man named Mr. Price is trying to take over his dad's cabins and build something else on this like great piece of land on the ocean that's there. And he has a lot of things he has to do. This book, that's all I'm going to tell you right now because I don't want to go any further. This book is so good because, and I forgot to, when I told you the title was Saving Bay Haven, it also says a charming town with a dirty secret. So you have to read to find out what happens to Daniel. Does he ever show his artwork that he creates to anybody? Does his dad's business get taken over by this? I don't want to claim ruthless because he's not really ruthless. He's not really a mean person. He's just trying to take over the town and build this huge empire kind of thing and bring all the tourists to make all this money. But the townspeople don't want that. The townspeople want to keep it a little town and keep it their own little kind of secret almost. And can Daniel stop what's happening? Can Daniel help save his dad's cabins? Does Mr. Price end up taking over? What about the trash? Is he going to have to clean up the trash every single day? What is going on with the trash on the beach? This book right here is near and dear to my heart because my favorite place in the world is Orange Beach, Alabama. I have been going there for over 30 years with my family, 2 and 3 weeks at a time sometimes. I feel like it's a second home for me. And when I retire, one day I'm going to retire to Orange Beach, and I'm going to retire to a place called the Four Seasons, and I'm going to fish all day and read. I cannot wait for that to happen. I even wear a necklace that has the waves on it because that's how much I love the coast. So when I saw this book, I was so excited. Please do not miss this book. This book is incredible. Go to my blog that will be linked to the bottom. You can read all about it more. I have my book talk in there. You can have a link to where I read the first chapter, so you can hear me read the first chapter. There's going to be all kind of goodies in there. Link to the author's website, everything. Go get this book right now. And I also have a contest going. I'm not giving this copy away. Usually a lot of times I give my my advanced reader copy books away. But she sent that Karyn Tunks, who I didn't even tell you what the author was. Sorry. But she sent this to me, and this one's mine. So I will order maybe 2 or 3 and give them away. Plus, I'm ordering probably 4 or 5 from my library. So I'm going to be ordering a bunch of these books. So go check it out, and I will see you in the next book talk. See you later, guys.